Have y'all ever thought that Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes is one of the greatest rivalries of all time? It may be top three, top five, but me personally, I do not think that it is the basically top five rivalries of all time. And I will give you guys reasons on why I don't think it's gonna be it's not top five or top three or whatever, because obviously there's a lot of rivalries that are way better and way better than that rivalry. And I'll give you guys like my top 10 rivalries of all time and one of my favorite rivalries of all time. And really that's it. So I'm about to give you guys a little announcement real quick. Okay, here's the announcement. I don't know if I will be recording Crown Jewel because my reactions to Crown Jewel because of basketball. So basketball is gonna be kind of crazy for me because I'm gonna be manager. I gotta be there. I have to be there all the time, and I gotta make sacrifices for for certain things. But I'll try to do my best to record Crown Jewel, and you know how it is. So let's actually get to the video. Okay, so here's the reason why Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes is not top five or top three. And it's because they had other rivalries. Now, here's the thing with rivalries and having a rivalry between a big rivalry. It's like it's good. Like that's how Liv Morgan did with Becky Lynch while in a rivalry with Rhea Ripley. But the thing is, that brings us to another reason why is that they took too long. They really took too long. All they wanted to do is that they wanted to do it at WrestleMania. And that's actually the build up to this whole thing. That if it's mostly about WrestleMania. They just want to build the hype for WrestleMania because they know that will be the greatest WrestleManias of all time. And I think this is one of my favorite WrestleManias of all time. I don't know if I don't know where it's ranked at, but I know it's there. But the thing about taking it too long, it was like they did it at last year's WrestleMania and then this year's WrestleMania. They could have had at least a match, in the middle, but it's okay. And then they started out like it was nothing. When Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble the first time, it wasn't really good. It wasn't really one of my favorite rivalries of 2023. My favorite rivalry from 2023 was the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. See, and that's also another reason. Sami Zayn and KO had the attention. That's where it was mostly at, because to me, Cody Rhodes had had it all for Roman, but overall it was Sami Zayn and KO because they kept feuding till was it Night of Champions? Yeah, it was Night of Champions. And then I could kind of tell that Cody wouldn't win in the first one because of how weak they started out. Like, we all know that Roman Reigns was going to win because of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And especially if the Usos was going to lose, we actually knew that something was up with that. And like I said before, they had less matches. They took too long, they had less matches. Now, with less matches, that's also... I actually have a rivalry that had less matches, but still, it was like okay, but it was still a good rivalry. Now let's go up to the good things about this rivalry. The build up was so good in 2024. It was it. Seth Rollins was involved. That also bring to a little triple threat rivalry where Cody, Roman, and Seth were intrigued with each other. But the thing is, Seth Rollins was helping Cody Rhodes. The ending was phenomenal. Cody winning the championship was so good. And then, yes, he had a lot of help. He had John Cena, he had Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, and then unexpectedly we had Undertaker. And this literally became the Avengers, which is my other reason. It was like Avengers where Roman won at WrestleMania 39, snapped his fingers and etc. And then Cody Rhodes became the Iron Man in that match in WrestleMania 40. Snapped his fingers, Thanos is gone. And then it was 2024's best rivalry like ever. And I really have to agree with that. That is one of my favorite rivalries from 2024. So let's actually get into my top 10. Okay, at number 10, you obviously know that is Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. You could put this way up, especially with what of the goods that they had. But to be honest, like, I really love the rivalry, but I also have other rivalries that are I feel like that is way better and kind of have a good reason why. But the only reason why I really like this rivalry was because of The Rock. And really, that's another thing. The Rock had more attention on Cody Rhodes. But Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, they just had a different chemistry. And I don't even think the rivalry is done with Roman and Cody. If they ever had one more match, I feel like I will be mostly leaning on to Cody Rhodes because, you know, Roman Reigns doesn't need the title off of Cody Rhodes. Like, he literally because really, Roman lost the title to Cody Rhodes. We do not need a one-on-one hot potato effect. But if this rivalry is not done, I'll be kind of happy because that's like the rivalry I really wanted. At number 9, this is way better than another son versus father rivalry than this. I did it again. See, sorry y'all. So what I'm saying is that Dom and Ray is way better than Vince McMahon versus Shane McMahon. And here's the reason why. This is like literally father and son. And then another thing, Compare Vince McMahon with Rey Mysterio. Compare Shane McMahon with Dominic Mysterio. Now, dang it, I did it again. Sorry, y'all. I'm doing it again. Okay, I'm ready. Compare Rey Mysterio with Vince McMahon. And now y'all know me with Rey Mysterio. He's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And then Dominic Mysterio and Shane McMahon. Now, with Dominic Mysterio, I am not a Dominic Mysterio fan because y'all know how I am with Rey Mysterio. But I always gotta give it to Shane McMahon. But clearly, Dominic Mysterio is way better than Shane McMahon. Just gotta give it to him one time. Well, I gotta give it to him a few times because he's improved this year. And last year he improved. But to me, Dominic Mysterio forced Rey Mysterio to face him at WrestleMania 39. And what else? Man, there's a lot. I can actually add a lot to this rivalry. And now, obviously, the rivalry is not done yet. And if they ever did a reunion, I feel like it'll be better because I feel like if these two are able to dethrone JD and Finn, I feel like I wouldn't be that mad. But I feel like Dominic Mysterio as a heel is way better because his star power is getting a little bit better, and him dethroning an Intercontinental Championship will be better. And then the rivalry between Dom and Ray with the Intercontinental Championship will be kind of better. And if they ever had a singles match without the championship, I feel like Dom should win because this will be more of passing the torch. And also, this could also be a respectful match. And I don't know if he should retire him because he hasn't really beat him in a singles match actually. Number 8 is a really good one. Now, compare Jimmy versus Jay. Their match wasn't really good. And compare Matt and Jeff Hardy. I don't know how many matches that they have, but I have to say, I can just say it's a good match. I actually need to watch, more of their singles matches against each other. And now Owen Hart versus Bret Hart. You could put that at number 8 because they're not real brothers. It is Undertaker versus Kane. And think about the matches. They had an Inferno match. I think they had a Hell in a Cell match. Just multiple matches. I think a Buried Alive match. And did I say Inferno? I don't think I said Inferno. And then WrestleMania in 1998, that's where they had their first match against each other. And to me, that is a legendary brother rivalry. And their storytelling with Undertaker and Kane is so good. Their characters are just phenomenal together. And it was just like, it's like a different chemistry between these two. And I really like this rivalry more than Bret versus Owen Hart. I know Owen and Bret are real brothers, but even though these two are not real brothers, I feel like the whole story of them being, brothers is so just entertaining. Number 7 is way, I don't know, you can make this a debate. You could put Roman versus Cody Rhodes at number 7, but for me, I put Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at number 7. And the only reason why I put this at number 7 is because of a lot of things. When Roman Reigns started, they were just pushing him to be kind of the next star, and then I think they were trying to pass the torch. I feel like Brock Lesnar was not necessarily passing the torch to Roman Reigns. And here's the thing, with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, it was all over Vince McMahon. That's the only reason why this was a really entertaining rivalry. And the only reason why this is one of my favorite rivalries is because of their last match. Not at WrestleMania 38, because I remember going to that match. And then SummerSlam 2022. That's where they had their last standing match at SummerSlam. Let me think. No, it was the Usos. It was Austin Theory trying to cash in and everything. And then Roman Reigns hold his one up, and that was it. That's has to be one of my favorite matches of all time. And and this is also, a Paul Heyman guy versus a Paul Heyman guy. That's also another reason why this is entertaining. And then how they started was kind of, I don't know how to describe it. But that was number 7. Number 6 is a controversial one, because you could just say this was more of passing the torch, but clearly I also agree with Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns as passing the torch. And that's why I have to say that Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant is at number 6. Now, everybody thinks this was more of passing the torch than a rivalry, but they had more matches in the past. But I feel like this rivalry, as a current, I did it again. Sorry, I'm so sorry, y'all. So, what was I about to say? That Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant in the golden era was a start for WWE, basically. Yeah, and then when Hulk Hogan body slammed on Andre the Giant, that was more passing the torch. And then they had another match at WrestleMania 4. Or no, they had another match at Saturday Night Live. And then that's where that's where Andre the Giant won the championship, put it on Ted DiBiase, and then they had another match at WrestleMania 4. They got chairs involved, and then they had SummerSlam 88, which is contenders of being one of the greatest SummerSlams of all time. and that was it. That's why I actually consider that as a rivalry, because they continue with more on till SummerSlam '88. And to be honest, without this rivalry, I don't even think we would have gotten what was it? Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man as a rivalry. I don't know if we could consider. I don't know if we could just. Yeah, this is a little debate. That's all. It's like the thing. Wait, what's about it? See, I'm losing my train of thought. That's why I start babbling and stuttering all the time. Because to me, I feel like if Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan didn't happen, I think we would still get Hulk Hogan versus Macho Man still. Number 5 is a really good one. Now, here it is. Edge and Christian versus the Hardys. Now, now you see most of these were one-on-one rivalries, but this is a two-on-two rivalries. But this is also with but you don't see them in the picture. This is also considered the Dudleys. Now, here's the reason why I put this in there. It was because of how fantastic tag team wrestling is in WWE. Now, obviously the Hardys is one of my favorite tag teams of all time. Edge and Christian, I don't know where they rank. And the Dudleys, I don't know where they rank. I would say like number 4, number 5, or probably number 7. Probably just because I'm young. Or I just don't usually watch their stuff. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the rivalry. But what I said before, you know how big tag team wrestling is, and right now the tag team division is just horrible. Like we just need Triple H to book the tag teams at PLEs and everything. And this rivalry shows how important tag team wrestling is. Like, they just put on outstanding matches at certain PLEs. That's why I really like this rivalry, like, ever. Number 4 is a real rivalry. And here's the thing. When I mean real, this was backstage. Yeah, this was backstage. And obviously you guys know, if you're in your 30s or 40s, it is Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels. Literally, like, if you guys just say that not Hulk Hogan, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes is it's like top 5 or top 3 greatest rivalries of all time, y'all gotta check again. This one is real. This one is just, after hearing about this rivalry, I know how good this rivalry sounds, and especially I'm 14, and I know my stuff in wrestling in the 90s, in the 80s, a little bit in the 80s, and 2000s, 2010s, obviously, and then now, basically, because I'm YouTubing now. But these guys are like real good in-ring performers. They put on so many good matches, and I'm gonna start watching one of those I might be watching those matches on my YouTube page. Like, probably just certain matches. Probably I might try to watch the Screwjob, basically, and then there's gonna be other matches I'm gonna be watching. But anyway, talking about this, they already buried the hatchet in 2011. And then they came back one time just to review a little bit. And really, that is it. Number 3 is like a multi-time matches. They just face each other so many times. That's what I'm basically saying. I am saying that is my favorite wrestler of all time, John Cena and Randy Orton. Yes, they faced each other so many times. They faced each other in the Hell in a Cell match, I Quit match, regular matches, Hell in a Cell matches. Wait, I think I already said that. But triple threat matches. And when this rivalry started was like in 2002, I guess, like way old. But I also have to say that this rivalry started in like 2007 or 2006, where it actually started, and that's where it started to get more more heated between these two. And what it is like is that they just have good chemistry together and when they're wrestling. And if they ever face each other today, and like basically when John Cena retires in this retirement tour, basically I will be happy that I actually get to see Randy Orton and John Cena live. I actually never seen a Randy Orton versus John Cena match live before. It's technically, this rivalry may not be over if they ever face each other way down the line when John Cena retires or when Randy Orton retires. But anyway, that's why it's number 3. Number 2, I think this can actually be number 1. Stone Cold versus The Rock. Yes, this should be number 1. But hear me out. I have someone else I have another rivalry that is way better. That's kind of basically kind of way better than Rock versus Austin. Now they are in like probably one of the greatest. They main evented one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. At WrestleMania 7, it was Stone Cold versus The Rock, and then that's when Vince McMahon helped out with Stone Cold, and yeah, they had other matches before, and basically everybody is gonna say that this is the greatest rivalry of all time, and I already know why, because I actually seen some of their matches before, and obviously their mic skills are just so good, and are just so good. That's what makes this rivalry a lot better in WWE. And they basically changed WWE just with their own way. Like Stone Cold became just something, and then Rock just became like this just this fancy character, like, and he's just for the people basically. And then Stone Cold was like this rebel that really changed everything. And then these two are one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And basically Stone Cold is obviously in my top 10, but Rock, I don't even know where he's ranked. And really, that's actually it. Number 1, I will tell you what is basically kind of better than Stone Cold versus The Rock. It is another Stone Cold rivalry, and it's Vince McMahon. Yes. Okay. Compare all the rivalries. You have a wrestler versus wrestler, but you also have a wrestler versus a boss. No one can actually build up the hype. No one can actually no one can actually repeat this at all. Like, probably you can just say like probably Carmelo Hayes versus Triple H. Like, basically Carmelo Hayes is way bigger than the company and everything, but if you have someone evil as a boss like Vince McMahon, I don't even think it would have someone else that can be like a anti-hero, aka or not aka or someone like a rebel like Stone Cold. No one can actually match that with someone else. Like, if you have Triple H as a face and then he comes out of retirement, who's he gonna face? Like, let's see who's a good heel. Probably Kevin Owens. I can actually give it to him. Kevin Owens versus Triple H would be good, but I still have to say this is one of my favorite rivalries of all time, placed in number 1, and this is one of the greatest rivalries of all time. This is literally it. Alright, y'all, that I am done for today. Make sure you guys leave a comment down below, give this video a like, subscribe to Multiverse Lovers. Oh yeah, and I was supposed to make another announcement. I will be doing a lot of toy hunting, and I'm doing like old toys that I mostly grew up playing, like these Beyblades. And we're not just buying Beyblades. We're just buying like Beyblades from 2016 and 17. That's where I mostly like Beyblades around. But I like Beyblades around when I was like 9. But anyway, these Beyblades came out in 2017. I dropped them. But yeah, I'm gonna be collecting. I'll also be collecting like Titan Heroes, WWE action figures, and what else? Oh yeah, Toy Story toys. Like I'll get the Mrs. and Mr. Potato Head, Slinky, Rex. I got Woody, Buzz, and Jesse. But yeah, I'll be collecting toys on this channel. So make sure you guys leave. So I believe that's it. I already said the outro, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.